Hey guys, and welcome along to another Rory McIlroy PGA Tour video. Today I'm going to be doing some career gameplay and hopefully have a little bit of a better tournament on this next one than I did on the previous one, because I had a couple of disastrous holes at the end of the last tournament. Ended up in the water on both holes, I think, both of the last two holes. So I think I ended up finishing around about 4th or 8th or something like that, but it was definitely still inside the top 10, so still on top of the FedEx Cup points at the moment. The upcoming event is the International Challenge. Now, I'm not sure whether this is the one that replaces the Masters in this current game, because for those of you that are not aware, we don't have Augusta in this game, so I think that they replace it with something else. But it's the International Challenge. Let's crack on straight away with this. I am still playing with all Nike clubs, even though I have reached 100 on the level. I haven't changed up to the, the all singing, all dancing. I think they're called Hammerhead or EA Sports Pro clubs, purely because of the fact that I like the way the Nike clubs look, and they sort of feel good when I'm playing with them. So, all right, so it's not the one that I thought it was. It's not the first of the majors of the season. It is the International Challenge at Royal Troon, 4 to 6 miles an hour. Not too bad for Troon, because this can be quite treacherous. It is a links course, as are most of the big courses in the UK. They tend to be, like St Andrews and Troon and all the ones that tend to get featured in the majors. They normally try and keep them to links courses. So let's see how we get on with this one. Okay, let's crack on. First round. Even, we're starting on the first tee. 4 holes to play in this first round, and Louis Oosthuizen is currently at 4 under par and in the lead. So we're not going to be able to reach this green in one, but we should be able to get it fairly close, because it's 370 yards to the flag. Fairly decent swing, nice and straight. Good way off the first tee. 313 yards, so that should give me a fairly short approach shot, and hopefully get it close enough to be in there for a birdie. Let's club up one, bring this back down. It's slightly uphill, so it's not going to make an awful lot of difference. I'm going to leave this at 56 yards to allow for a little bit of roll. It is slightly uphill, so it should stop quite smartish. That wind's going to move it slightly to the left, but not a lot. It's going to come up a little bit short. Maybe I should have put it right on the flag. I did have it -1 on the down and, well, the back and the downswing, so that probably made a bit of a difference. This is a tough putt for birdie. Wanted it closer than this. Oh, and I missed it. Damn it. Right, now I've got a tough one coming back. And it's in for par. So couldn't capitalise on the birdie opportunity on hole number 1, but still at level par, currently in 23rd place, but nobody has run away with it as yet, because 4 under par is not a smashing score. A little bit slow all the way, but it's lovely and straight, so I am more than happy with that, and it's over 300 yards. Going to give me another sub 100 yard shot. Aim slightly past the hole, because this is going to spin back. That's a perfect shot. That should be pretty much on it. Yeah. And that's fairly flat by the looks of it. Maybe moving slightly at the end. And that's the first birdie of the day. Jimmy Walker and Brand Snedeker at 3 under with still with holes to play. Oosthuizen's still got 8 holes to play. Another short hole. It's giving me all the short holes to play. See, this is a difficult one because that creek that runs through the middle of the fairway is pretty much where I would land. So I'm going to be smart here and club right down. As long as I get it about 250, I'll be happy. 240, going to leave me 150 to the flag. 150, 160, there we go, 160 yards to the flag, I will take that. Oh, that's not going to get there. It's on, but it's miles away. And that wind is stronger than I thought it was going to be as well. This is going to be a tough putt. Moving, let's move him 3 ways, that is. I'm going to hit that straight at the flag. And that's a fairly good putt from that distance. And in for par. 1 more hole to play. Let's see if we can capitalise. Hopefully it's a par 5 and Oosthuizen's stretched his lead to 5 under par. Yeah, so we finish off with the par 5. We need to make sure we get this in the short stuff. Give me an opportunity to actually reach the green in 2. That's lovely and straight. Needs to just stay out of that pot bunker in the middle of the fairway there, which it has done. And that's going to give me about 240 yards to the flag, 263 to the flag. Ball's slightly below my feet, but the wind's going to be blowing that back in. Let's move it over a little bit. 263, uphill, only just. We should get a fair amount of roll. These fairways and greens are going to be quite hard. Let's have a look at the layout, see if we've got any bunkers. We need to thread it a little bit. There's bunkers right and left. A little bit slow. That needs to get a bounce because it's going to end up in that bunker, and it's in the bunker. Okay, so we're in the bunker, which shouldn't give me too much hassle here. 19 yards uphill, so that's 20, and it's in the bunker, so that's another yard-ish, another 2 yards. A little bit of wind. Let's see if we can get this close. That'll do. That should give me an opportunity at a birdie. That chip out of the bunker was for eagle. That was always going to be a tough one to get, but that should be straight in the back there. So that's 2 under for the first round. Through the first 4 holes, it's going to simulate now based on the attributes, so hopefully I can pick up another couple of shots there. Inside the top 10 at the moment, but there's still a lot of golf to be played. So let's have a look what it does. So it took me to 3 under par, 2 behind the leader. Oosthuizen fell back by the looks of it, but 2 behind the leader, 3 under par. I'm happy with that after round number 1. Alright, so let's have a quick look, see what the wind's going to be doing for round number 2. 1 to 2 miles an hour. Okay, so it's dropped right down. Currently at 4 under par now, so still 7th. Played 5 holes of round number 2. So let's see if we can pick up another few shots here. It should give me a decent amount of holes. I would imagine second round it's going to give me 5 or 6 holes on this second round. Let's have a quick look. 4 under par. 5 holes. I couldn't quite see that. 5 holes. First par 3 that I've played. Didn't play one on the front on the first round, so let's see if we can get this nice and close. 214. Slightly uphill. That should be pretty good if it stays straight. It's going to be long. I'll take that. That's on the green, and that's going to give me about a 20-foot putt for birdie. 17 feet, a little bit of movement. Oh! Wow, that was travelling at some pace. I didn't think that was going to hold. Alright, so one behind the leader now. A whole host of players. Nick Watney. I don't know whether that's Michael Campbell. And Louis Oosthuizen, all on 5 under par. Par 5 here. I'm going to get this nice and straight again. Beautiful. Green, fairways and greens in regulation at the moment. 615 yards, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get there in 2. In fact, I'm almost certain at 296 yards there is no chance I'm going to get there for 2. It looks like there's some bunkers left and right, so I need to try and thread the needle a little bit here, so let's move that over. Pulled that ever so slightly by the looks of it, so this is going to be in the rough, but I'm going to have a fairly good angle on the flag here. Alright, so I've got a good angle on the flag. It's uphill by the looks of it, 44 yards. Alright, so I'm going to need to club up. Right, so it's 45 yards with the elevation, and I'm in the rough, so I'm going to take this up to 50 yards. Move it over a little bit, because that rough tends to have quite an impact on these shots. That is the bite. Oh, it stayed on the green. Maybe that rough wasn't that bad on this course. I've got a birdie attempt, and there's some slight movement to start with. Is that going to affect it that much? Let's have a look. Nice. Birdie. Is that going to take me to joint leader? It is, with Bill Haas. He's played 16, so he's only got a couple more holes to try and make some more ground. Let's have a quick look at this. It's aiming me out towards that bunker at... Let's see if we can take some of this corner on. It needs to fly. Yeah, took a little bit of the corner on. That's okay, it's not gonna end up in that hollow. No, it's alright. 326. 83 yards to the flag. That green looks like it's got a hell of a lot of slope on it, so I need to be a little bit careful here, because that looks like it's sloping back towards the front. So like a false front on the green, so I need to make sure I get this up and over that. Maybe a bit strong. No backspin at all. Yeah, that's a hell of a putt, that is. Yeah, that was always going to be tough, but I'm happy with the par on that hole, because that green is treacherous. Alright, so Bill Haas has gone to 7 under, and I think I've still got 3 holes to play. 2 holes to play. Short par 3, 122 yards. 117 with the elevation change, almost 116. So let's bring that back to 117. The wind's going to make no difference at all. That needs to get up and down. Oh, don't spin back that much, thank you. That is almost not moving, so let's hit that dead straight in the hole for birdie. Move to 7 under, and Haas has gone to 8 under through 18, but obviously he can't make any more moves because he's played all 18. I've got 1 hole to play. It's not a long hole. Looks like it's got a slightly split fairway. It's got like a little protrusion on the left hand side there. I want to try and keep it, hug it down the right. I'll leave it where it is, right in the middle. Little slow. That needs to get a move on. Yeah, that should be right in the middle of the fairway. 320 yards. It's going to give me about 100 yards into the flag. 104. Okay, let's have a quick look at this. 104 yards into the flag. That's going to be alright. A tough putt for birdie. I don't know how much movement that's going to bring. Oh, not that much, clearly. Okay, so that means we're going to finish the round at 7 under for the tournament. But we're not on 18, so let's see if the AI is going to give me some extra shots. Yeah, we're only played 9, so I've got 9 holes to play. And that noise is going to become mildly annoying the more I play. No, so I didn't pick up any extra shots there. Still 7 under par through the end of the second round. But only 1 shot back now. So hopefully this is the round where we can capitalise if the wind isn't too crazy. It's moving day, it's Saturday, so let's see if we can pick up some shots. 2 to 3 miles an hour. Still in second place, currently at 9 under par now. So that means the leader is... It shouldn't be that far away, unless they've scored absolutely lights out, as Jury would say. Let's have a quick look where we are. Currently in second place. Let's see if we're tied with anybody else. No, not tied with anybody else, but Haas is now at 12 under, so he's got a 3-shot lead at the moment. I should have a few holes to play this round. Let's have a quick look, see if we got... it's only given me 4 holes this round, so I don't have an awful lot of an opportunity here to catch. But I need to try and do what I can in the time that I have. A little bit of a slow swing there. Especially considering it's a fairly long hole. I need to make sure that keeps in the fairway, which it has done. 300 yards. It's going to have 146-ish to the flag on the approach shot. 150. A little bit more than that. We've got a slight bit of wind, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. A little bit slow. Needs to get up there. That's going to struggle. It's going to give me a long putt, that is. It's going to give me about a 30-foot putt there for birdie. 34 feet and uphill, massively uphill. This is just going to be a lag putt, I think. Oh, get in! Oof! So close. Right, still 9 under par. I need Haas to drop some shots, I think. Another par 4. Alright, so the fact that we're not getting an awful lot of opportunity here to catch up, because par 4s are really difficult to actually score on. That's okay, that should be safe. And it looks like, can't really see it now, I think the flag's right in the middle of the green at the back. Let's have a quick look. Is it right in, yeah, right in the middle, yeah, towards the back of the green. So we've got 159 yards here. Should be pin high, it's not incredibly straight, but it should check up nicely, and that will give me about a 10-foot putt for birdie. Right, that one's moving both ways again, so hopefully we should be able to hit this dead straight. Yeah, pick up the birdie, close the gap by 1. Yeah, fingers crossed. I was going to say fingers crossed he hasn't moved, and he hasn't, so I've got 2 shot gap between myself and Campbell, but 2 shots behind Haas. Alright, 189 to the flag here. Wind slightly behind. I'm going to drop that to 188. Little bit slow and a little bit left, and that's going to be, that's alright, that's in the fairway, but I should have a good, yeah, I've got a good opportunity to try and get this in. Let's see if I can get my flop shot working here. I haven't got one of these in a little while, so let's see if I can get one in today. Oh, just missed. I don't know whether that was the wind or I ever so slightly pulled it, but managed to salvage the par, and I think I've only got 1 hole left now. Ah, Haas has dropped 1, so the gap reduces to 1, and I've got a 3-shot gap to the guy behind me now, 3-shot buffer, and a fairly long par 4, 509 yards, so I need to get a decent strike on this tee shot. I'm going to keep it in the middle of the fairway. I'm going to try and get this under 200 yards into the green, which that should just about do. $195 yards. Got the wind slightly behind. Still a fairly short iron, a 7 iron. That could be good. Yeah, I'll take that. That's going to be about 7-8 feet. Oh, 12 feet. Okay, so it's a little bit more than I anticipated. Wind's, slope's going to move it a little bit. And it's in. Up to 11 under par. So, of the 4 holes that I had in round number 3, I've made the best use of those. And that should put me at the top of the leaderboard. It does at the moment. 3 holes to play. Automated holes to play. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so Haas capitalised. He's gone 1 shot clear moving into the final round. So this is going to be nip and tuck going into the final round. I need to make sure I actually make as much of a gain as I possibly can on every single hole. But it all depends on where we are when we tee off. Let's have a quick look. Once again, some decent wind. Still at 11, minus 11. Still in second place and on the 13th hole. Hopefully that means it's going to give me 6 holes to play. But let's have a quick look. Right, final round. 4 shots behind. You're joking me. So in 12 holes, my simulated player didn't score a single birdie. Jeez. Alright, so this is going to be tough. I'm 4 shots back and I've got 6 holes. So I need him to trip up and I need to try and get as much as I possibly can here. That needs to stay in the fairway. That's going to be close. I don't think it's going to. Just. Right, 475 is a long par 4. And 46 to the flag. And that should be pretty much pin high. Needs to bite. Alright, and this is where I need a birdie straight away. Yes! Alright, got a comment I need to have a quick look at, so bear with me for a second. Hey, how you doing, Jamie? So, Jamie from Australia is having a little watch this morning. Well, I would imagine this morning is 8 hours ahead, so it's probably this evening for him. 187. A little bit of wind here. Come on, wind. Bring it back. Get close. Get close. Oh! Hits the stick from 180 yards. Let's make sure I can get this in. Picks up the birdie. 2 shots, 2 holes. Haas has dropped 1, so 1 behind with 4 to play. Another long par 4, 512 yards. Just managed to skirt that rough on the right hand side. It should give me another 200 odd yards into the flag here. Right, 198. Oh, come back, come back, come back. Now bite. Yes! Alright, I'm on fire in this final round. Let's have a quick look at the comments. A couple of comments come straight. Let's see. Yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah, swing's definitely improved, Jamie. Yeah, 8 o'clock in Australia. 8 PM, should I say. Yeah, definitely getting the hang of this swing. Trying to fire straight at the pins and trying to get the swing speed back and forth working perfectly. Now tied for the lead with 3 holes to play. Let's see if I can keep ahead of Haas, or keep level with him at least, and try and capitalise at the end. So that is pretty much bang on where my drives land, so I'm going to have to club down here. And I'm going to have to swing quite slow, because that's oh mate, I'm going to have to come down it again. And that means that's pretty much going to take the opportunity of me getting to the green too. Oh, mind you, it's 563. Yeah, I need to hit this a fair old whack to get there, which I ain't going to do. 315 to the green. So this is going to be a birdie at best. Alright, let's see if I can get this close. 48 yards. I'm going to flop this, I think, and see if I can get this nice and close. 48 yards. Little bit of wind. Now bite! Oh no, not as close as I thought. Wow, that got a hell of a bounce. Right, so this is going to prove to be a tough one to capitalise on. Get in. Alright. 15 under. Oh, and Haas has dropped a shot, so this is my opportunity to keep this run going. He's cracking under the pressure. He's dropped a couple of shots in the last few holes. I have a par 3 here. 228. Oh, that was a bit slow. That needs to get up, that needs to get some legs big time or get a really good bounce, which it didn't do, and that's going to leave me a hell of a long putt. Really slow on the backswing there, on the downswing, sorry. Slightly uphill, moving from the left. Oh, not far away, not far away at all. Let's make sure I just pick up the par and move on, which I do. Let's see if we've still got that 2-shot cushion. Yeah, still got that 2-shot cushion going into the last hole. It's only me and Haas to play here. So unless anything major goes wrong, I'm going to pick up the 3rd win of the season. Final hole, nice and straight and in the fairway would be great. And a nice swing to finish. That's okay. And that's position A. Looks like the pin is tucked back left for the approach shot. 152. Wind coming off the left ever so slightly. And that is almost perfect. That will do for the final hole. What an approach shot. Slightly downhill, let's move that over a bit because that's going to come in slightly. And in for another birdie to finish 16 under par and smoked the last round to pick up the 3rd win of the season. It's amazing how quickly those stands empty. So managed to finish 4 shots clear at the end with a birdie on the last. Looks like Haas bogeyed the last hole as well. Let's have a quick look at the final leaderboard. There we go. Jimmy Walker in 3rd position, Chris Kirk 1 shot back, and then a couple of guys a further 2 shots adrift. That should give me a really nice buffer at the top of the FedEx Cup leaderboard. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so I've got 1,000 points between me and Henrik Stenson, and then there's another load of guys that are only a few back. Yeah, so Tim Wilson won the International Challenge on Sunday for his 12th PGA Tour title and 3rd time this season with a final round finish of 5 under. So that was 5 under through 6 holes. So 66 to close out the victory. So incredibly pleased with that one. EA Sports Spring Invitational. I think, I could be wrong again, but I think that is the first major to replace the Masters, because that's obviously not in the game. And I will be playing that on the next video. But for this broadcast, thank you very much to those that have watched it live, and for those of you that are watching it on YouTube after the fact. If you want to see more videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button for notifications thereof. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and feel free to leave any comments in the box below. But until next time, guys, see you later, take care, bye.